Biafra Alpha Power Media International.
And they hold him for complete 8 days before bringing him to court. I want everybody to put this in his mind. They were also having the power to eliminate him. They have the power, even for 3 years in their custody. I'm telling people something. If the Nigerian government want to eliminate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu inside the custody, they will do it. We can only fight for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. People will get tired. People will be killed. People will continue their life.
Okay. Now, it is important. Are you guys listening to what Chinasa Nwaoru is telling the Nigerian government to do? After suggesting they could have killed him in Kenya, and he was the one that would him on the phone. Now he's telling them that even though they killed him now, that nothing will happen. That is why I have an issue. Do you see where my problems are? Do you see? Personally, I'm fuming. I'm flabbergasted. Listen, a lot of people don't know what man has forfeited because of this struggle. And we're still holding it because Onyendu is still in the DSS dungeon. But did you listen to the people that someone told you that when you wake up in the morning, you pray for DOS? The Nigerian government that since you guys failed to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya, now you have the you can kill him in DSS dungeon, nothing will happen. At highest we will protest and a couple months later we'll go. This suggestion has been given. It is not something hidden anymore. I'm not the ones, like I said, my job is to analyze without emotion, without biasness. There's nothing within here. There's no sentimental. There's no prejudice whatsoever because it is your own word. My job is to pick up those words and break that into pieces to a layman perspective. Chinasa Nwaoru just said, and I'll quote, he said, if Nigerian government could have killed, even if the DSS is the top, what is it called, secret agent, now he's telling them that they could have killed Onyendu in Kenya. Since they missed that Kenya, what are you waiting for? After you have come and told us that they poisoned Onyendu, they set people to go and bomb people's house in Biafra land. All this thing is my accent. It's our leader's wife hear all this particular broadcast, and she still come out and tell people that he delivered message to Chinasa Nwaoru. It is a fundamental question that people need one answer from. This is our leader we're talking about here. Somebody is sitting in the radio Biafra that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu slept in the city of London. Telling DSS that as you fail to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya, now you have opportunity. Kill him in that DSS dungeon, nothing will happen. If after all, if you killed him, what would they do? They will make noise for a couple of days or weeks and everybody get tired. I will still continue for him to speak out. Say it with his own mouth. This broadcast has happened since last month, but I kept it because I went back to bring things because I want to clarify things. And this thing that just happened on Sunday happened, and I cannot, I wouldn't. My head is going off because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the one behind the body. The 2 parents have died because of this struggle.
Every one of us must put in their mind. The moment Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was rendition, we called for a seat at home. Many of you know why we called for this seat at home. Because the Nigerian government refused to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to court. There were information that he was seriously sick from the Oma data in USA when they were carrying the news that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had only 2 weeks to live in the DSS custody. The leadership of IPOB moved into a very swift action, but many people out of emotion.
He said the leadership of IPOB. Remember, I have an audio here that I can play where he said Onyendu was sending message, everybody was in lockdown. This is one of the crime of Kanu Takano. Some of them say Kanu Takano want to take over IPOB. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was has any intention of Kanu Takano becoming second in command, none of you will argue about it. None of you would even know who Kanu Takano was. The first time I saw Kanu Takano was in 2016, 9th of January. We're going to come about it. Even I didn't speak to him. There was a meeting that I held. He was part of that meeting. In 2016, in United Kingdom here. Like I said, there is no history in IPOB that you can talk about. Our name will not come in there. But this is the crime of Kanu. But today, it's the same sit at home that everybody now, Biafra land is in this. He said the leadership. You see where the problem is. We had sit at home from 2016, 17, 18, 19. Never again you have the same leadership there. I hope our leader wife is listening. My problem is that she have to listen to all these audios. Oh. She must listen to it. You know, because it's important she understand. Maybe I'm thinking that she never, maybe she don't listen to Radio Biafra. But it's important she understand the word that come out of this man's mouth. That's my own.
Move, and this evening, whether you are in, whether Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu is there or not, the Biafra restoration is destined to come to pass.
Did you hear him? Whether Mazi, he have told you, he just told the DSS he failed to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. Now, why just murder him in that DSS dungeon? And what they're telling that they're telling that they can do without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The projection at this point in time is that they can do without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but they will do, but they won't stop calling his name. Do you see the problem? They have moved on because now the Biafra community in exile. They're in the Biafra community. That's Chikroism leading them. But now he's telling you that whether Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is there, so he's telling you Mazi Nnamdi Kanu die tonight. It cannot stop the restoration of Biafra. He is the one saying that, which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have told us. But now he's telling the people, they are the ones, somebody is telling you when they wake up in the morning, pray for the OS. But the same people is telling the people that are holding Onyendu, kill him. Nothing will happen. Without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we can forge ahead. I'm not misquoting, I'm saying what he said, though.
How they treat people, they are heroes, and they do not want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If not, they would have killed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the airport. They would have, as they adopted him for 8 days, his younger brother, the one in Germany called Kanu, he was in communication with those who were holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He was speaking to one of the ladies holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The lady was controlling him. They were talking for completely the
you see, this is why I said that we cannot allow misinformation anymore. This is a hearsay. He said they were talking to a lady. How did you know he was talking to a lady? And who is this lady? It is important that people ask. This is the same thing our leader wife have come and do in Radio Biafra. Hearsay. I won't mention people's name. It addressing the nation. You were using emotion and sentiment to speak. That have destroyed every word that he uttered from your mouth. Captain Takanu said the Onyendu was praying in the mountain. Now it was talking to one lady. Now he shifted it now on 2024. Now Captain Takanu was talking to a lady. The same person said that the people that kidnapped Onyendu, he was what does he call his name? He called all the governors. All these things coming out of this guy's mouth. One person said all of these things. And somebody still saying someone said, when you wake up in the morning, pray for these individuals. I mean, come on now. Even our comrades that are in the grave will be asking questions. The two parents, if they appear in dream for real, I believe that Okukano, Israel will ask questions. Because them themselves never talk erratically. I remember the day Oju Okado went to his palace and talked about Onyendu. They quietly tell them that our son is an adult, he can make his own decision. You must know your boundaries when you speak, when it comes to issue your husband is handling. But even if he give you the mandate to speak, you must have your limits. The parents could not even exceed. It was sentences. It was we saw it. It was end. They're sitting down in a panel. I just told them, said, listen, our son is an adult and he knows what he wants, and we will support him. He support our leader, but don't meddle into issues that Onyendu is piloting. Because this is the man telling our people to pray for. They are the people that tell him DSS to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu after they failed to kill him in Kenya. Very, very important. We cannot run away from this fact.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu back in Nigeria, the younger brother was communicating. But everybody was kept in the dark. And the moment Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was brought to Nigeria, we were defending them. We were defending them until in heaven they just burst out from somewhere and told the table that it was the DAS that sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Like I said, on episode 009 of this program, he wasn't defending anybody. He was the first person that came out and talked about Kanu Kanu. On the, if I'm not mistaken, that broadcast was done on 7th of August 2021. And Chike Doziem did broadcast on 23rd of August 2021. When they have a joint broadcast that this Rumike headed. That's why he started pushing this to Kanu Kanu. But only the same message through a GO4, write a memo, mention specific name, Madam Nenya, Caroline, Kanu Kanu. They are not involved in those that sold Onyendu. But Chike Doziem could not put that in memo. As a memo master that he is. To clarify that particular, he couldn't do it. But you have seen how many times blackmailing, trying to subdue truth, but you sometimes came out again. After all these things has gone, he come and told us Onyendu was sold 9 million. If Kanu Kanu was aware, Kanu Kanu should have been the one to tell us how much. And I remember vividly when they asked Kanu Kanu about Onyendu, who sold Onyendu, what he said was, even when I asked him this question when I was in Biafra Radio 101, he said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still alive. Because if somebody quick to tell you that who sold Onyendu, then there's a question mark on that individual. We were not asking this question until we were told. So now we take it as a priority. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was sold for 9 million. But they were running from pillar to pole. The reason why this audio is important is that after finishing with this audio, then I will go to our leader's wife broadcast. There are things I will pull out there that make sense. And why I'm playing all this audio I'm playing it for her to make sure that she listens to it. Maybe has not listened to it. But as she has made herself available to public now, she have to work hard. To be honest with you. Very, very important.
The brother came out and told many official programs, turn around, reasons are, everybody should know so that we know where our problems are. Because Kanu have insistedly,
if all the accusations they have leveled against Kanu, ask them, let them bring one audio where Kanu mentioned DOS. Even the one they pull out the other day, saying Kanu said DOS is one. They want to contradict themselves. Let them pull one audio where Kanu said Chinasa Nwaoru or XYZ sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It has never come out of Kanu mouth, neither on his tweet or anything I'm aware of. If there is anyone tonight, pull it tomorrow, pull it now on social media. Let's see it. If there's anywhere Kanu have said, accuse anybody of having a hand of selling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, show me one write up. If it's through one write up, I will never talk about this again. If you, my challenge to anybody this night, give me one write up or one audio where Kanu say that he's suspecting anybody. I don't care who that person is. As the hand is in selling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I will never. This who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I'll end it tonight. The program will end tonight. But if it isn't, that is what I say. People must not speak out of emotion or sentiment. Or being naivety is something that can destroy a nation.
whether it is a record we have with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he wants to be the deputy leader. He wants to be the next person in line.
But do you know the ironic thing? This guy you see here suggested to Kanu to take over when Onyendu was a rendition. Because they were having meeting. They can't come and deny they don't want to have a meeting with Kanu. I'm not speaking for Kanu. But I must preview that when Onyendu was rendition, this same thing else I will suggest that Kanu take over. Kanu looked at him and said, my brother, are you okay? This is one of the issues they have with Kanu. Like I said, if Onyendu was if there's any nepotism in Onyendu, wanted his brothers and to be involved in what we are doing, none of us will have a question on Onyendu. Every one of you, he appointed you. Nobody voted you. He picked Uchemofo as his deputy. That was somebody saying that the Uchemofo was sacked. Uchemofo was never sacked. He resigned. And Onyendu abolished deputy leader in IPOB. That's the end of discussion. No position in IPOB was elected. We don't cast vote unless maybe countries for national coordinator in countries just to us to register in that country. You know, maybe you can find that in Germany or even here in United Kingdom. It comes maybe when we want to open an account, so we have to go through proceeding. That's it. But exception of that, within IPOB setting, there's no vote whatsoever. Onyendu single-handedly pointed, and it was expressively explained in our code of conduct that IPOB, whether our partners, you know, that open any account across the globe, they must go through the head of finance. It's there in our code of conduct. It's not something I have to repeat myself. So at the end of the day, kind, like I said it again. Just like one guy this morning came up talking nonsense about family or no family. Give me one write-up. I say one write-up or one audio or video where can accuse any individual of being involved selling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I will never speak about who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu again. But if not, all of you are charlatans. And like I said, all you people will explain time. As long as we are here. You see this fight? Only me say 100 men. And that 100 men means that we can find one man in any country. It doesn't matter how many people here are claiming IPOB member. It's those that stand on the path of truth without any equivocation. Very important.